Hi guys, I'm going to do a review on the e.l.f. pressed powder, and this is from the mineral line, so it is $3 in the US and £3.75 in UK and Europe. And you can tell I have used a lot of it, so I can definitely give you guys a thorough review of this. First thing, the shade I have is Sand, and I got mine off of the e.l.f. UK website. And it is a pretty good match for my skin tone. When applying this, I apply it in one out of two ways. I either use a big powder brush and set my liquid foundation with it, or I use a buffing brush and apply it just as a powder on my face. And that is what I did today. I have no liquid foundation on, I just have this powder, which was applied early this morning, so it's probably mostly gone now. But I do really like this powder. This powder is not entirely matte, so if you're looking for a super matte setting powder, I would not recommend this. It has a super natural finish, at least over a liquid foundation. On my skin it is more matte, but that obviously depends on your skin and also on your foundation. I do really like this powder. I don't think they have the best color selection. Here's the color I have. It does have decent coverage and you can definitely build it up. There's no SPF in this. It's just a regular powder that you can use over whatever makeup you're using or just on its own, as I mentioned. I do really like this powder, but I'm not really picky about powders at all. I like most of the powders I've gotten, but I think I will I do recommend this, and I think I will repurchase it. And you can tell, even though there's not much left, I do have some other powders to use up. And I think I have tried all the powders e.l.f. has available. I've tried this one. I've tried the $1 one, which is called the Clarifying Pressed Powder, I believe. And I liked it. I used it up. I have used up the Complexion Perfection powder, which is now the tone correcting powder in Cool. They also have a warm tone that I want to try, but I haven't yet. I like the HD powder. I like the mineral foundation. I like the mineral booster. I know e.l.f. UK hasn't gotten all the powders of the US yet, because I know in the US they have a few powders. It's like sunscreen powder with SPF 50 or something like that I haven't tried. It's not arrived here yet. But I do definitely recommend this powder, and I will say I do recommend all of e.l.f.'s pressed powders and loose powders as well. So I definitely would try this out. I have heard a few people on Makeup Alley claiming this was very orange, at least the porcelain color, and it does look pretty orange on the website. I have just tried this, so I can't tell for sure. But if you have super light skin, I think I actually might pick up Sand instead of porcelain, just because I have heard it runs very orange. Yeah. As the packaging, it looks like this. It is just a super simple compact. It has a clear window right here, which is great if you have several colors. If you have a winter shade and a summer shade, you can easily tell them apart. It opens up like that. It has a mirror, which mine is dirty. It has the powder, which I believe contains 9 grams of powder, and it also has a compartment underneath, which usually contains a sponge, but I have mine over there, so I'm not going to get it. I have not tried the sponge. I use my own brush, but I do think it would apply nicely with a sponge as well, just as a all-over powder without any foundation underneath it. So if you are into powders and you want a cheap powder at least to try, I would say to try this. If you live in the US, you can get this at Target. If not, you can get it at the e.l.f. islipsface.com and islipface.co.uk. And yeah, I do recommend this, so I would suggest trying it out if you haven't yet. And if you have tried it, then let me know what you think. Bye guys!